Is social media a pain for you? When you have to evenly plan your content for the coming days? And then again, when you have to make sure you send out that planned content to the right channel at the set time? That's exactly why I'm here to show you how to plan and create a content calendar for yourself so you're in control and have a clear bird's eye view of the tasks planned ahead. So let's start from the very beginning. What exactly is a content calendar? Simply put, it's a calendar that helps organize all your social content by its publishing date. So if you're handling multiple channels, like you have a mix of blog, pins, videos, tweets, Instagram posts, blah, 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 spread out all over the weeks, it's tough. Unless you're someone who has a pot of magic that never lets you run out of ideas and you have an incredible memory, it's likely that you'll forget something here or there trying to keep up with all those tasks. So that's exactly where a content calendar will help you manage all that without making any mistakes or confusion. But before we make a content calendar, we need to plan content to put in that calendar. You can't randomly throw content into your calendar. That's a recipe for disaster. What you need is a full-fledged strategy before you start a campaign. So do your research so you're organized and have goals you aim to achieve. So how do you plan your content for your calendar? Good question. The answer lies in your audience and trends. Your audience is your power source, so their opinion matters, which is why audience persona is so important. When you analyze your audience, you'll be able to determine what kind of content they like to consume and when they're most likely to be active. You can involve them in your planning process by maybe putting up a story asking them to choose between a couple of ideas you've planned, or a post asking them what they'd like to see every so often. Trending posts will always pique your audience's interest, so make sure you follow your competitors and see what kind of content they're uploading. You can also check out other non-related agencies for design inspiration or anything else that could work for your brand, really. You can use previous campaigns to analyze which posts of yours were most popular and what time you uploaded those posts. From those stats, you can note down similar content to recreate for the future. Based on these, prepare a list of topics that you can create content on. Do your keyword research so you know what's being searched on the internet. Then decide what type of content you want to share around those topics. These could be blogs, images, quotes, promotions, videos, blogs, and the list goes on. Now, moving on to how to actually make a content calendar. Well, making a content calendar can be as easy as jotting down your tasks and dates somewhere in your notepad, but you have a big team with visual designers, copywriters, a social media manager, a marketing manager, and more, you should choose an interactive social media planner. It's more convenient to go for a digital medium that's easily accessible to everyone. You can view, accept, reject, and edit posts easily. Plus, everything has become so fast-paced these days with the constantly changing trends and updates. Even if you're an individual, you'll need to return to your calendar so you can always add or subtract content depending on its priority. Start off by deciding whether you want to create a weekly or monthly calendar. If you're new to this, I suggest you start off with a weekly calendar and you can move on to a monthly calendar when you get the hang of it. When noting down all your deliverables, be it blogs, videos, stories, newsletters, etc., you can either use Google Sheets to create a basic skeletal framework of your editable calendar or use other tools. Be sure to add the date you want your content to be published on, the topic, title, the social platform you want to upload it to, and any other things you find suitable, such as any variation in ideas or personal feedback, or basically anything you find important to include. When you filled in the calendar with your content, make sure to tweak it according to the platform you're posting to. For example, Twitter has a character limit, while Instagram has media dimension restrictions. Try to create a variety so that your socials don't all look the same, which can be pretty boring for your audience, to be honest. So mix and match. Evenly spread your content throughout your calendar so it's balanced. Say, a blog goes out on Monday along with announcements on your socials. Tuesdays and Thursdays could be stories to keep the buzz going, while Wednesday could be the day you upload a video. Keep in mind the recommended posting frequency for socials before you finalize your calendar. You don't want to bombard your audience, and you don't want to get lost in the crowd either. When you're satisfied with the scatter of content throughout the week or month, review it to remove any typos or mistakes. There you have it, all set for the coming days and ready to schedule your posts, either manually or you could take it up a notch and invest in a social media management tool that'll make your life so much simpler because you'll be able to fetch amazing content, plan, and schedule from one place without any back and forths. Oh, and here are some extra tips to follow for a more professional calendar. Color code your tasks based on their type or channel. That makes it easy for you to identify them in one glance once you add them to your content calendar. For example, orange tags could be assigned to Instagram posts, white could be a blog, red could mean a YouTube video, blue could be a newsletter. Now, when you scatter these around a calendar, you'll be able to identify how many and which task is due when. And lastly, keep your calendar flexible. Don't fill it to the brim. Allow space for changes in case of a change in trends, unplanned announcements, relevant content to your industry, etc. With a content calendar in hand and a scheduler, you've got spare time to work on your next campaign and make it even better. Let that creativity be free to shine. Hope you found this video helpful. Please feel free to comment what you'd like to see next. And yes, if you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.